Hello and welcome to the BWC Crypto Podcast. This is where we dive into topics concerning crypto. You get to learn everything that you need to know, whether you're a beginner, whether you're a continuing trader. You'll get insightful topics and get to understand more about crypto. So if you have not subscribed to this page, make sure you subscribe and also share it with your friends so that we can share the knowledge worldwide. On today's topic, we're going to be discussing on how to know which coin to invest in. I am your host, Ngigi. I'm honored to have with me two guests who are going to introduce themselves, and then we are going to dive into the topic right away. We'll start with you.
Hey, what's up, guys? So my name is Alex Moredi, and I'm a full-time crypto investor and as well as trader. So good to have you on this podcast. I hope you enjoy the show.
Hello traders, I'm John Magara. I'm a crypto trader and I'm a crypto trainer at Brains with Concepts. So I'm very happy being hosted on this broadcast.
Thank you so much for honoring the invite. Maybe just to start, each of you can give us like two coins that are there in the market.
Okay, basically the most common one, Dogecoin, this Dogecoin XRP. Those are two.
Ethereum, Bitcoin.
Okay, so what factors should one consider when choosing a coin to invest in?
Okay, when trying to consider the factors, it depends with your the long-term goals. Maybe, you know, there is someone, maybe he's not a trader, maybe alikuwa pale nje akasikia, okay, people wanna buy crypto ama wanna buy coins, kuja kubuy. So it depends with the long term and it depends with how much capital you have that you want to invest. Like there's some people who are so common maybe into meme coins. They're also crypto, but they are just meme coins. So they came to the space because they had if you just place like just $1 or maybe $5, maybe some few days or few months, you'll have already component to maybe something like $100 or maybe something like $500. But there's someone maybe he heard about crypto, then he starts, maybe he has long-term goals, like I want to start trading crypto for me to be making like passive income, or maybe to be earning like something maybe on a monthly basis. For such a trader or such a person, for him, you'll go the route of maybe start to learn skills and maybe start trading or maybe on a daily basis. So that maybe if he wants to buy maybe, let's say, Bitcoin, the Ethereum, Dogecoin, yeah. So let's say the main factors there may be the capital and the long-term goal that the person has.
For me, I think Magara has explored, understanding your investment goals. So, in understanding your investment goals, amechambua long term versus short term. For me, I would like to talk about the risk appetite. So, in most cases, also choosing or selecting the coin that you want to invest in also matters on the what is based on your risk appetite. There are some coins which are very volatile, that they can give you maybe times 30, times 40, times 50 in a very short period of time. But at the same time, the same coin, some coins or some projects can also go very negative deep, mpaka ikue insolvency, like ikue sasa into liquidation. So I think evaluating your risk appetite, kama ni unasikia appetite yako iko very high, you can select a highly volatile coins that can change prices, or the fluctuations are very high. Kama wewe ni risk averse, or rather investor ule wa sitaki pesa yangu ikunywe maji, so you can select the less risk or the less volatile coins. So nafikiria hapo kwa understanding your investment goals, hapo tumeichambua proper.
Okay, what steps can one take to research on a coin before investing in it?
Now, researching on a coin or project takes a lot of effort, and actually most people utapatanga wase wanafollow tu influencers wenye. Okay, it's one method of also research. Unapata kuna wale the big people or the big investors, or rather the influencers in the crypto space, but they may not always be right. you need to go an extra mile on checking. There's something that we call the white paper. So the white paper is something that like talks about everything about a particular coin or a particular project. Before a crypto coin or a project you launch into the market, kuna kuwaga na hiyo white paper, and the white paper is actually available on the public domain. So you can be able to go and see like the use case of the coin, like what is it being used for, what problem is it solving, is the people who are also backing the project, or rather the founders. There are so many things, aspects that you need to check before you invest into a coin. So, and it takes a lot of research. And also, additionally, you can also consider the expert advice, like those big influencers who are in the crypto space. You can check different influencers and what they are saying, but you don't always have to follow them. Your final judgment should be also your own takeaway. Like unafaa kuwa pia na takeaway, si kufuata tu kama mtu ambaye hana akili.
Many add-ons?
Yeah, for basically you can there's someone who can also use those ones who like maybe doing research. You can use the most common one is the coin market cap, or maybe the coin gecko. So you can go there, research when the coin was launched, how the coin is performing, how it has been performing for the last maybe 1 year or 2 years, depending on how on when it was launched. There you go and research on that coin. After now assessing maybe the risk capital that we talked about, I'm good with this coin. Now you can go on with the investing process. Yeah, so you can use the coin market cap or maybe the coin gecko to do your research. Also, you can maximize the power of verified telegram communities that already have maybe large numbers of crypto traders. So you can maybe join the crypto community. Maybe you can take your time and maybe observe what they are saying about this coin, what the potential of that coin. It can also influence, it can also help you decide whether you invest on that coin or maybe you not invest on that coin. Yeah.
Are there any red flags that one can look out for before investing in a coin?
Yeah, I think we have several of them because these things are online, so and scammers are everywhere. So like there's a coin, like someone can come with a coin that is almost similar to Bitcoin, but it's not the real Bitcoin. Now you'll get like there's something online, you're being told like come let's mine Bitcoin. You see, Bitcoin mining is not done usually through this through online using these platforms, maybe Facebook or maybe to mine Bitcoin requires maybe some extra to mine it. So it's not something that will come and say maybe there's mining going somewhere, so I'll go and mine Bitcoin. The next day I'm getting double my investment after mining. Yeah, so you should look out for scams like those ones. And also another red flag is usually where you are trading the coins. You see, there are a lot of platforms that are being duplicated that are similar to the basic platforms like Binance, Bybit. So basically you should look for trusted platforms where you should trade your coins. You also want to trade your coin whereby if you are depositing your money, you are very sure that in the next 1 year or 2 years, I'm safe. The amount that I invested, I'm safe. I can withdraw and deposit at any time. Yeah.
So for me, I think when you're looking at the red flags, one of the most regular also red flag is vigorous pumps and dumps. So you find like coin imelaunchiwa in the market, then it does like almost 50x, then immediately maybe a few days after the launch, after hiyo kupiga hiyo 50x, unapata sasa imedampiwa kabisa, imerudi almost to the launch price. So that tells you really like hata ukiangalia tu nakwambia that project is not viable or is not going anywhere. In most cases they are just used, there are some guys who come up with those projects just to lure people into investing their money inside or putting their money into the projects. And after the launch, few days after the launch, then they dump and everybody loses their money. Then the project becomes useless. So also those vigorous pumps and dumps is also a red flag when researching onto the coins. I think he has also mentioned about platforms. In most cases, you find people duplicating another coin, similar coin. Unapata ni kama coin sasa inaitwa sijui kama Bitcoin, utapata kuna ka coin kengine kanaitwa Bitcoin. So you see it's just a B which has just been changed, somebody has put V, so V in it. So now people come with that mentality of just because a Bitcoin was 10 years ago was $1, and right now Bitcoin is 120,000 or 110. Right now we're talking about 98 thereabout, but let's talk even 100,000. Now the project is also marketed like this is the next coin that will make you a millionaire. So you find people now jumping into Bitcoin only for them to find kumbe ni moshi ya karatasi. So I think people need to be aware of those.
Okay, so Bitcoin and Ethereum has established themselves as the top two coins. Do you think there's still room for growth for the two, or should people invest in altcoins for better return?
So when it comes to now, like whether they should settle for Ethereum or rather, or even Bitcoin, now those are major market. They're big capitalization. They have very big cap market coins, and the possibility of now Bitcoin doing, let's say, times 3 or times 4 is gonna take quite some time before we see that growth. So for now, it depends also if you are an heavy investor and you can be able to afford $100,000 anyway. Why wouldn't you pump your money into Bitcoin? So, but if you are a starting investor, instead of pumping your money now into Bitcoin, which is $100,000, which is one Bitcoin, although you can also buy Bitcoin in fractions in decimal 0.0015, you rather diversify your portfolio. So you can probably put your money like you distribute your portfolio. Maybe you can give if you have $100,000 in a whole. Kuna mtu ako na hiyo pesa na kwa pale hivyo mzee, unafaa kuingia crypto kidogo. So you can distribute that $100,000 into, you say 20% Bitcoin, or rather you can say 40% onto the major cap coins, like now Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the big capitalization, big cap market coins. Then you can put another 40% into small cap market. Sasa hizo ni zinaitangwa altcoins. Then you can also put maybe 20% into meme coins. So these emerging coins, emerging trends. Kila mwezi kuna kwaga tu na coin fulani tu kenye kana marketiwa tu mahali fulani. So that now when you do that portfolio creation like that, it reduces your risk, because Bitcoin, there's no guarantee that Bitcoin is gonna, okay, there is a high probability, everything is high probability, but there is no guarantee. So I think kile kitu mzuri ni you make sure kuna hiyo distribution of portfolio.
Yeah, considering that Bitcoin and Ethereum they are the most stable coins that we have right now, at least in the market. That's why the potential, at least the potential even to give you 2x or okay, towards 2030 it can, but right now you're just working with probability. It can 2x is possible, 3x is possible, but I always encourage like the new sectors like AI, gaming, and also AI and gaming. They have a very great potential to give even a 15 or even a 20x. So mine is usually to encourage, if you have a small amount of capital, just look for these new sectors, the AI and gaming. Just maybe put your investment there, at least to get the funds. And maybe for someone who has maybe large capital, the large investments, you can now maybe invest in the for the long-term purposes, you can invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Is there any risk in investing in the lesser known coins?
Yeah, because there is a lot of risk involved. That's why in the first part we said you assess your risk appetite. So what usually happens in most of the investments, you invest what you are able to, what you can afford to lose in any investment. Like for this new coin, there is a coin that maybe it can pump for maybe 1 month or maybe 2 months. Then the other month it has already gone down, and then there are no buyers to continue buying that coin. Yeah, so it will depend on you just assess your risk appetite on how much are you willing to lose. Maybe if things don't go the right way.
Okay. Anything to add on that?
Yes, so risk also depends on the use case. I think it's something that we have to highlight. So the use case is like what do we call it? Like there are some coins which are based for smart contracts. Some coins are for decentralized finance and so on and so forth. So you have to analyze the use case of a particular project before you decide to put your money into it, because as Magara said, there is no guarantee, there is no investment which is guaranteed. Even on the offline market, unaweza buy matatu pale hivyo na iende crash so the following day. So in the same case in crypto, you can buy a coin today and tomorrow like but hiyo project haiko viable tena. So you have to do your own research na pia lazima make sure hiyo portfolio yako umedistribute vizuri ndio usiumie sana.
Okay. So what advice can you give to someone who wants to invest in crypto, but they feel overwhelmed with the choices? How can they make a right decision?
So for me, my advice is take your time. We always insist also on DYOR, which is do your own research. Take your time. Rome wasn't built in one day also at the same time. So always invest small. Anza tu pole pole. So you can start your portfolio with 10,000 Kenya shillings as you build your way up, depending on how it's also favoring you. If you see some certain projects are favoring going in your favor, then you can continue adding your money. So, but if you see a project is not favoring you, then you can also decide to put your money into another project. So always start small, think big, and start now. Don't wait so much, because 2015 Bitcoin was around $700. Right now Bitcoin is $100,000. Say yeah, crypto level.
For me, I will go for first invest in your skills and knowledge, so that these other things can come later. The part of maybe making it through, you say, is usually recommended. Is usually recommended. You spend like even at least your first 3 months. If you heard about crypto today, is usually recommended you spend like even the first 6 months just invest in the education and the skill. Then these other things will come later, instead of maybe jumping into what you don't know and then maybe losing maybe a whole maybe 100,000 on your first month or 2 months. Yeah, just invest in your in the skills, and you can also look for a mentor who can maybe train you and teach you everything concerning crypto. Yeah, for you to be at least safe. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for educating all of us. Thank you for those who have watched this episode. If there's any topic that you feel you need us to discuss in this podcast, make sure you write it on our comment section, and we're for sure going to discuss the topic. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, you're missing out. Make sure you have subscribed to this channel and also share it with your friends so that you can educate so many more people. Until next time, bye-bye.